I see so many other people on LinkedIn, for example, saying like, competition is good, and like they're right to some extent. It's validation, but at the same time, what was the competition for, the automobile before that? It was the horse, and so like, and if you and Henry Ford even said, if I asked the customer what they wanted, they would have said faster horses.
That's the thing. Like, that's the whole thing, dude. And you're so good at this, from what I understand. It's like to not seek the validation, but more so just know within yourself that this is something that you think is needed, because it sounds like, because you said it's something, it's products or services that you feel like you would want. So it's kind of like this logic that's quite simple. But like, I think most people are afraid of this, is to just kind of trust your own gut and just be like, well, I would like this. So there must be someone out there who would want it. Like, do you know what I mean? I mean, this is my very
100%.
non-business mind, but like very like simple distillation of what you said, because I'm struggling actually with this. And I wanted to ask you for advice as well here. Is like, I often have this thing of like, yeah, who am I to do that? I don't know. Can I do that? And there's always people who are better at this, right? So, and it really took me like a lot of mental like cleaning up to understand that like, yeah, there might always be people who are better at this specific thing, but like I still have a place in the world because of who I am and the specific kind of twist or the specific thing that I bring to the table, which is me. So I mean, that's kind of how I interpret as well what you're saying, but it sounds like you're really good at like having this gut feeling and just knowing that, just this knowing, I guess, of what you're doing is valuable. How
Yeah,
do
I
you
think
deal with that
a lot
when
of it
people are
is
questioning?
that self-confidence. A lot of it is resilience. A lot of it is persuasion. When we like, there's always going to be people that push back, whether they're inside our own heads or outside. There's always going to be voices pushing back. And I think with my experiences that I've had, um, I just have a lot higher tolerance for that. Like, I'm okay with it. These people have been wrong before. Like, what do they know? You know? And that's another thing is like, I would never, well, I think a lot of it's just experience. So like, I would never take advice from someone about something that they're not better than me at. So, if someone's better than me at something, then I'll definitely listen to what they have to say about that subject. Now, if they're better than me at one thing, thing A, I'm not going to listen to them on thing B. Like, it's just, unless they're better than me at that too, which is totally possible and likely. But like, that's kind of the threshold that I use is like, if for example, someone's judging my ideas, the filter that I look at that through is like, well, what ideas have you had that you've executed on? What's your track record? And if it's not better than mine, then I'm just going to completely discount it.
Oh my God, I love that how you said that. I literally said that in one of the episodes to someone, and I said like, never listen to your parents, except your parents are cooler than you, or they're the coolest people and you want to
Yeah.
be like them. Or why would you listen to someone's advice on something if they haven't done that thing that like, but you basically judge yourself to be amazing or whatever it is. Like, does that make sense? Like if someone is critiquing you, but you actually don't look up to them in any way, or they haven't done this specific, a cool idea themselves or whatever, right? As an entrepreneur and you have an idea of a product or a service, like why would you? So sorry,
Yeah.
so I'm like all over the place.
I think a great illustration of that point that a lot of people can understand is like, you wouldn't take nutrition and fitness advice from someone who is like wildly out of shape, right?
Exactly. Exactly. And also, and I think this is interesting. I mean, what is it like? Don't go to going to the hardware store for milk. That's another thing. Maybe you just have the wrong people and they might not value that, but another person might need exactly what you have to offer and see the value. But going back to that, not being afraid of being judged, or this like, I guess, self-confidence that you have. Do you think that being homeless and everything you went through and being in the military and then moving to a different country, do you think all of these things um, are a part of why you are that way and why you're so self-confident and just kind of,
Yeah.
because it seems like you're kind of stepping out of the mainstream a bit.
Yeah, I think they do have to do with it. And the reason is because, kind of like what we started with, how easy it is to start over. And also, like, if you've already experienced something, your fear of that thing is a lot lower. Like I've already managed that. I've already gone through it. I've already handled that. So I know that if it does happen again, then I can do it again. So for people that, they don't want to risk their job because like, then what if I can't find another one? What if I'm homeless? Because like, that's a big unknown, right? Facing the unknown is a lot harder and more difficult than facing things you've already done before, right? So I think that has a lot to do with it. Like what's the worst case scenario? Like I've already kind of done all that.